Okay, back with another stream. I'm going to play classical to start. Probably just one classical game and then switch to rapid. Ooh, quick pairing. 2145 opponent, new account. I don't know. I might dodge him. Yeah. And he's on a 9-game winning streak too. Which doesn't mean anything, but just the new account of it. I don't love. Because it's not a brand new account, but no, his RDs are so high, 73. No, yeah. I'll just say temp block. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather not play a classical against a new account. Hello, Dave Riddle. That was a quick join. 10-game win streak today. Congrats. That's not too frequent. Yeah, I don't care about the win streak. It's the fact that it's a new account. I hate playing new accounts, especially if I'm going to commit myself to playing to dedicate like an hour and a half to the game. Okay, so I have another pairing, and I played this guy before, so already been vetted. So we have a 2022 rated opponent, and we have a Roy on board. So this should be a close match. I played him once before, and it looks like he won. Yeah, and I was in good form at that point. I have a little bit of a stomach ache right now. Could be from a number of things. I'm thinking it's from I ate a lot of raw onions with dinner. So I'm thinking it's from that. Okay, so I shall castle here. He's playing a little slow. Not sure why. He's got better connection than I do. 5 bars. Okay, so I had a similar position earlier today that I lost. Could it be the same guy? Probably not. But I don't think I had castled at that point, and I don't think he had played knight f6. Yeah, so it's a little bit different. I think I should like h3 is too slow. I hate this pin. I just hate dealing with it. But yeah, h3 is too prophylactic. So I'm deciding between rook e1, c3, and d4 here. I actually might need to defend the e pawn, so I'm probably going to play rook e1. I don't think I'm sick. I've got lots of stomach issues in general. Yeah, and when I get sick, I don't get stomach problems. I get really bad sore throat. But yeah, I'm just going to play rook e1 here. This does allow bishop g4, which I hate dealing with, as I just mentioned. But technically, we're supposed to be fine, I believe, with that pin. I just hate figuring out how to deal with it. But yeah, if I can't, I don't think I could have played c3 or d4 because 95 is just a free pawn. Okay, so now we can decide between c3 and d4. I still don't want to play h3 because it is just a little bit too slow. So either c3 or d4 here. They're probably both fine. I'm used to playing c3. Although I wonder if c3 and then bishop g4, if that is a better version for him than if I just play d4 here. D4, let's say bishop g4. Yeah, I hate that pin with, can't tell you how much I hate that pin. But I'm sure h3 is not good here. Yeah, normally I would play c3, and then if bishop g4, d4 anyways, and if b5, bishop c2 castles. Okay, I'm going to go c3. I don't want to spend more time on that than I did. Yeah, I'm thinking c3 and d4 are probably pretty close in eval. Probably maybe like a 20 centipon difference is my guess. But I shouldn't labor over these things. This is how I get into time trouble. I just have to, you know, look at it after the game. Yeah, so here comes the annoying pin. So, yeah, we just have to live with that, and probably continue with d4. So hang on, I have to be careful that I don't. So I might have to take with the g pawn, and I looked at a similar position earlier today, and I think if black insists and takes on f3, we go gf, and white is actually supposed to be fine there. So for example, d4. I don't know if b5 right away, but let's say b5. So d4, b5. Oh, are you Joyvu Dave? Are you Joyvu Dave? Okay, but yeah, sorry. d4, b5, bishop c2, bishop f3, queen f3, ed. Oh wait, no, not queen f3, because yeah. So if d4, b5, bishop c2. Oh, there's also other things, but yeah, I am gonna play d4. Oh, that's you. Okay. Rings a bell. I think we may have done a lesson or two a few years back. Okay. Now there is a Zwischenzug of taking on c6 here. Which is probably okay, but I think I want to retain my bishop pair. So I'm thinking CD. Yeah, I'm thinking CD. And then if B5. No, I'm just wondering about bishop B3, and then if knight A5. Not even touching anything, but okay, brain has to start kicking in sometime. So CD, B5, bishop C2. There is knight B4 there, which I'm unsure about. But yeah, I'm gonna take. Yeah, so B5. Yeah, the only thing is bishop C2. There is this knight B4. So I kind of wonder if I want to put it on C2. Yeah. So if I go bishop, I mean B3. So if I go bishop B3. Oh wait, there's also, hang on, there's some other things too. Yeah, so if I go bishop B3, knight A5. Sometimes you can, here it doesn't quite work because of C6. Okay, but yeah, bishop B3, knight A5. Maybe even just let that be. Okay, and if he takes on F3, I think we just go GF. And this was part of the reminder that I had earlier today, that the computer is fine with the OpenG file in those cases. But yeah, I'm leaning towards bishop C2. I just don't like knight B. Although if he does go knight B4, maybe then I just go back to C, or to B3 and argue that his knight is not great there. And I'm just going to kick it out with a3 next move. I might actually go for that. Yeah, bishops. Although I kind of like to play with a c file too, like rook c1 or queen c2, queen c1 ideas later. Yeah, but yeah, bishop c2, knight b3. I think I might have bishop b3. And but then he has a5, a3, a4, and then that's not fantastic for me. So maybe I will go here, but he's still kind of coming at me. Okay, so bishop b3, and then if he takes here, I'll take with the g pawn. Okay. Huh. Jeez. I told you I hate this bishop g4 pin. Hate it. Yesterday I set another new personal best on chess.com puzzles, like 31:59 or something. And I was going to put it on YouTube, but I realized my microphone volume was super low the whole stream yesterday. So hopefully I should double actually check now, but it should be good now, the microphone volume. I think it is. But yeah, it was too low quality, too low volume, and too low quality yesterday. So I didn't actually edit it and put it on YouTube. But yeah, take here. Now, I don't think if I take with the queen, I don't think I'm getting anything out of that. But yeah, I have to learn to be comfortable with this position. It looks like garbage. But as I said, I had a very similar position earlier today, and I looked at it with the engine, and it doesn't mind this. We have the bishop pair, and we have a stronger center. And we can use the G file to our advantage, too. So, in fact, the open G file, you could argue, benefits white more than black because we can actually access it and make use of it. Okay, so now how do I continue? I probably want to start developing. A4 I don't think is a priority because I think we need to develop our queenside minor pieces. That was the one, yeah, the knight g6. Yeah, knight g6 in the Caro-Kann, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry. Trying to focus and talk at the same time. So yeah, I'm thinking about developing either my knight or dark squared bishop. So knight c3 can pop into d5. Probably just knight c3. I don't think I need to overanalyze this. So let's just play that. Just develop. But I'm quite happy about this because about being more comfortable with this, because black might even think that he's compromised me and he's winning, but I'm pretty sure white is a little better here, like 0.5 or more, 0.7, something like that. And it takes away a lot of stress in the future, knowing that I don't have to find some solution against that bishop g4 pin. Okay, so what do we need to worry about? Knight h5. This is a bad bishop for him, and so he probably wants to trade that off. So I'm thinking he might try to make that happen. So, because that's what I would do if I was black. So knight h5 might be an idea, but where does he go from there? I guess then he brings in his bishop to g5. So that could be a plan for him. But knight h5, I may just have f5 or f4 rather. Yeah, taking with the g pawn, as I say, it looks ugly. It's really the computer. The computer said it was okay when I looked at it in the other position earlier today. So I always trust the computer. Yeah, so I could continue with my idea of knight d5. Just trying to trade off pieces here. But that also, I don't know if I should go out of my way to make that happen. What about e5? Oh, wait, no, not quite yet. It would be okay. Yeah, not quite yet. And yeah, this is Although I do pin his knight, but then he just moves his rook. That would still be okay though, and then I can start to play on the c file. Yeah, so knight d5 would be okay. Plus, it does force a trade. Do I want to be forcing trades here? I don't know. I have a bit more room, so I don't really know if I do want to trade. But I'm sure this is fine. I might just play knight d5. Is queen h3 a concern? It's definitely annoying. Definitely annoying. I might have knight f4 then. Even though I like my knight on d5. So he goes, let's say, to h4. Yeah, but then I'm starting to clear. Okay, I think I'm actually going to... I am going to play knight d5. So I haven't moved my dark squared bishop yet. That's the only thing that I'm not loving about this for white. Because I would like to get my rook on the c file. And I need a bigger role for this bishop. Maybe I could go bishop f4 to g3. I'm not sure if that's the right approach. Or just put it on d2. Would bishop g5 ever be an idea? Well, I don't really, because his bishop is bad, but this trade might not be terrible for me. I have the G and the C files to play on, potentially the A file too. Yeah, but it's just that this bishop seems really terrible. Okay, yeah, he is concerned about the C file. His queen is almost getting a little overloaded. It's not yet. So bishop g5 now, I think so it doesn't work because of knight d5, and then he has this lifeline back on e7. So I probably shouldn't touch anything here right now. He still has queen h. Oh no, queen h3. I still have knight f4 ideas. I think I want to move this bishop because then rook c1, I'm threatening rook c6. So where do we want to put it? f4, but then he moves his knight with tempo. So I don't like that. I can't put it on g5 because I think there's knight d5. Well, technically that would be playable because then I could take this way hitting the knight, but I might lose a pawn there. So I guess we put it on e3. I'm kind of wasting a lot of time here. So I just put it on e3. Yeah, so if queen h3, I was planning knight f4. Even though I really like my knight where it is. Maybe I shouldn't even react to queen h3. Because he's not actually threatening anything. Even if I gave him another free move, there's nothing he can do here. This is a really surprisingly safe structure for my king. Because he doesn't have a light squared bishop, he can't exploit these light squares unless he gets his knights in. But there's nowhere good for his knights to go to help control these light squares. He would have to go to one of these two squares, which I do have covered. So yeah, a very deceiving structure here where I'm actually very safe and actually have some threats. So that's this. The more I look at it, just the more interesting it is. Okay, we have him thinking a little bit now. Yeah, because he's scared of rook c1. So I guess I go bishop c2. I could take on e7 and then play bishop g5. But he could then just move his queen. Although, no, after bishop g5, he takes my bishop, and then he plays queen e6. Although then I could play d5, but then he can go here. But then I could play f5. Wow. Then he would have to go back here and he's independent. That's actually playable. That is playable, but I'm very apprehensive to pull the trigger on that one. Ooh, it's tempting. Oh, that's very tempting. Plus I have e5 immediately. Like knight e7, queen e7, bishop g5, and I'm threatening e5 here. I'm actually going to go for it. It looks too nice. Yeah. I don't care about him taking on b3 because I think my threats outweigh giving up my bishop here. Okay, so I'm not sure what he's thinking about here. He has one move. So I don't like that he's thinking here. That's scary. Yeah, and the longer he thinks, the scarier this is. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. He has one move. Okay, yeah, that's terrifying. So I don't know. He thought for like 45 seconds on the like an obvious recapture. But I don't know. Maybe someone was talking to him and he got distracted or something. No, I like this plan of knight e7, bishop g5. Because, yeah, e5 looks pretty nasty. So if he takes on b3, I'm not sure how I will recapture. I might take with the a pawn, because then I'm already threatening rook a6. So I'll even just pre-move that. Plus, my queen is currently defending d4, so no need to move it. And if I get double pawns, I don't mind it. It'll match my f pawns. So I have two sets of double pawns. But yeah, that queen takes e7 delay was weird. Okay, so what if he plays h6? Yeah, which so I didn't consider that until now. Damn. I mean, I guess we have to stay on that pin. So bishop h4, have him commit g5. But that's definitely double-edged. Wait, I might have e5 anyways. No, I lose a pawn. e5, hg, and then ef, and queen f. Loses a pawn. I think I have to stay on that pin. Yeah, for some reason I completely overlooked h6. But I think this is still fine for us. So g5, well, I guess we go bishop g3. Okay, so kind of a Zwischenzug, maybe not even. Mine would be more of a Zwischenzug here. Yeah. So now taking with the queen could be more of an option than it was. Partly because I get off the d file and he might open up the d file. But then again, I have this tempo move. This is actually a tempo move. I'm actually going to, this is a more dynamic way to play. I'm going to go for dynamics here because I hit a6. So we have a bad structure, but we're attacking. We have the initiative. And I'm in time trouble as usual here. Okay, yeah, so e5. Oh yeah, so there's g5, but that's getting kind of weak for him. So e5, g5. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, because sorry. E5, G5. Wait, could I have done this before? Did I mess up basic calculation? Because E5, G5. No, I was thinking if he had played G5 instead. Yeah. So, but if E5, G5, I just take the knight and I'm up a piece for a pawn. So, I think this may be winning. The only thing I'm not sure about is if he puts a rook on D8. Because he gets a tempo out of that. Like takes, and then rook D8. But I just moved the queen. Yeah, I think this wins. I think this is winning. And hopefully I couldn't have done that before. Because he didn't play G5. Instead of G5, what did he play? He took on B3. Knight takes B3. So I think he needed to play G5 instead of knight takes B3. No. It was the rook. Yeah. That was his mistake, I think, because knight takes B3 allowed AB, which I'm attacking the A6 pawn. That's when he played rook A8 to defend it, and that cost him a move. During that move that he went to defend it, I played E5. So he shouldn't have taken on G3. He should have played G5, I think. So I think this is winning now. Ooh, I think I played pretty well here, and I'm pretty happy because, yeah, I lost a really quick game earlier today because of this pin, and I didn't want to take GF. I didn't like the structure, but we're actually totally fine here. We're actually a little bit better with GF. Okay. Still nobody in the stream. Pretty dead. Could be the my YouTube live thumbnail and title are a little bit lacking. But my stream in general is pretty boring. So I don't want to have false advertising with some crazy thumbnail that doesn't represent what my stream is actually about. But yeah, he's got to try to find some solution. And maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, I think his mistake was knight B3. I'm very happy with how I played this. And it's an unusual style for me. I'm not playing with statics, but with dynamics, right? Like my pawn structure is in ruins. I have a terrible pawn structure, but that doesn't matter if we can win material. And our king is still safe enough. Take a look at his account while waiting. He's 82. Could be older if he doesn't keep this up to date. Nikolay Vasilievich Nasheyev. I am 82 years old. Oh, you can't see it on my screen, but that's what his profile says. He's been playing since he was 15 years old from Russia. there's a guy that goes to some of the tournaments I go to. He's like 93, 94, I think. It's great to see him still playing. That's what I would like to do if I live that long. My health isn't great though, so probably I won't live that long, but yeah. Still playing competitive chess. Like he's like 93. Okay, so hopefully I didn't disconnect. He's been thinking here for a while, but I mean he's desperate. I mean, this is a problem for him, so he's trying to figure something out. But yeah, I don't know how long he's been thinking for. It might not be that long even. It might be just 3 or 4 minutes. It seems like a long time though. Yeah, well, the 93-year-old, his rating really dropped. I mean, it's hard not to at that age, but at one point he was at his peak. He was like 2100 over the board, so very strong. And now he's like 1300. Okay, so he made a move. So I should have actually been thinking here because, well, taking with the rook doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is what I figured he had to play because taking with rook he can just play on. So I think we need to take with the pawn. But yeah, I should have actually been thinking during this whole time. But I did think a lot up to now, so I guess I was giving my brain a bit of a break. And this is what I thought he had to do. I thought he had to put a rook on the d file. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to play queen c2. Yeah, as long as his knight can't like attack my queen. So yeah, if he plays like rook fd8, I think just queen c2. Yeah. Okay. Well, we take the knight. Takes the pawn and then bishop g3. He's playing what he has to play. He's trying to make the best out of a bad situation. This is probably the best he could have done. And he keeps the heavies on board. And he's up a pawn. So, and my pawns suck. So yeah, he's making the best out of a bad situation. I don't think there's any other move other than bishop g3. So yeah, I'll throw bishop g3 out. Actually, he gets b2 if he wants it. I could then get c7, but he definitely has some play still. He still has some life in him. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about here, but now that I know he's an older player, I know how slow I am. So yeah, so if after bishop g3, if queen takes b2, I don't know if I want c7. Actually, hang on. Because I might have bishop e5. Bishop e5. That's what he's looking. His queen is trapped. His queen is trapped. And that's what he's looking at in his mind right now. And so, yeah, good on him. Yeah, his queen is trapped. That's funny. Wow. Unless he does his Wishnzug, but then I can just take his rook. So I'm looking at queen f6, bishop g3, queen b2, then I have bishop e5. And his queen is trapped. And he could continue with this, but then I just take the rook check. And then take the queen on b2. So he could try for the other rook because it's not check. But I think I still take... Yeah, I still take the rook. Or I could just take the queen immediately and just simplify. And he resigns here. Okay, I'll give him a well played because he did resign. No, I'm very happy with the outcome of that game. Not just the outcome, but I think I played it very well. Hello, Christian. Yeah, so not much to recap on. Apart from here, I'm still not sure if d4 was better. I'll look at that later. Yeah, and here, tough deciding between c2 and b3. Yeah, and then just being comfortable with this GF. And then this was a great idea, getting the queen so that I can pin it, and then it's also on the file of my rook. And then we can open things up with e5. So again, I think this was a mistake for him. I think he needed to play g5 here first, and then after bishop g3, then he can take here if he wants to. And I think I'm a bit better there, but I think that's just completely winning at this point. So let's look at that with the engine. I think my yeah, it's going to be pretty well for me. So two inaccuracies it says. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. Oh, book is off. Let's put the book on. Okay, so it's too far. Yeah, so c3 is the main line. I guess d4 is not good at all. And then just knight takes d4. Oh my god. Okay. This is called the Rosen attack. Don't tell me that that's after Eric Rosen. Let me look it up. It probably isn't. But yeah, it's called the Rosen attack. But anyways, this is funny because when I was newer to chess, so like about 4 or 5 years ago, I fell for this type of trap every single damn time. More than every other trap combined, I fell for this type of trap. It's called the Noah's Ark. And I just fell for it so many times where you think you're winning a pawn, and so you go queen takes d4, but then c5. You have to move the queen anywhere, and then c4 wins the bishop. I fell for that every single time, like almost once every 2 days when I was newer to chess. Just fell for that. It's just, I don't know. I just kept missing it. So that's possible with d4. So d4 it was not great because black can employ that trap. So with b5 and then taking on d4. So c3 was the main line. And here I played d4, which is okay. It looks like h3 is actually the main line here. And then d3, so they might even transpose, it looks like. Then this is kind of more like a closed Roy. But yeah, I played d4, yeah, b5, and yeah, it likes it on b3, but I guess it was also fine on c2. So bishop c2, and if knight b4, I was thinking about going back here, which I guess was not good because of c5. So it just wants to give up this bishop. Yeah, I don't love that. So yeah, I like it on b3, I guess. Yeah, and we take with this, and it's +1. That's what I'm telling you. This structure is actually good for white. And the knight c3 was best, but it didn't like knight d5. I played this because the computer often likes knight d5 in these positions. It says that it's equal after this. I don't know. I kind of like white here, but I guess it's equal. So better was pretty much anything. King h1 and then putting the rook on g8. So if black does the same thing, or I mean on g1. So he wants to get a little attack brewing on the king side. King g2? Now that's a weird ass move. What is that about? King g2 is really weird. And then f4, so let's just give him a move. And then just give him another free move. Okay, well, e5. Well, I don't understand king g2. That is weird. Okay, like so let's just say he comes here. And then rook g1. Is it just that we could play anything? So king g2 is fine enough? I don't know. King g2 is really strange. Oh, no. I think it's to stop queen h3. I guess here it's not a problem. But yeah, it's the only thing I can think of is we actually stop queen h3. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. That's so weird, though. Wow. That is a strange move. King g2 to stop queen h3. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Okay. So it doesn't, and then it didn't like bishop e3 from me because of knight takes d5. And then I guess he can do stuff with the c file. So yeah, so it actually wants to play knight f4. It really doesn't like this trade. Yeah, plus it keeps his bishop hemmed in. Bishop e3, yeah, then his bishop starts to get a little bit of opportunity. Okay, but it's not a big deal. Sorry, and then here, yeah, so either knight f4 or taking on e7, we're fine. Computer's giving a tiny edge to knight f4. But I like this plan. Bishop g5 is not even in the top 2. Well, now it is. It's the second best. And okay, so I thought this was the mistake, but that's actually not where he ran into troubles. It was rook a8. Although even there, he was fine. Interesting. So, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So he just played g5 first and then played rook a8. But I still have e5, but I guess he's supposed to be fine there. It's also saying just queen e6, and then if we take the pawn, okay, it says black's equal here. I'm a little surprised about that. Is my pawn structure just that bad? Okay, apparently the computer says that eval is equal there. That is definitely surprising. Okay, and I'm also surprised here because I thought I was winning here. But he had a move. Oh, that's ridiculous. He has queen b4. I'm surprised he didn't see it because he dug deep here. Oh, no, it wasn't here. Yeah, he thought for 5 minutes on this move. But then, yeah, then he played g5. Oh, yeah, he had to counterattack. So queen b4, and he survives. Yeah, he should have seen queen b4. Because he has to find something here. Yeah. But yeah, he didn't play it, and then yeah, he just resigned. So as I was saying, had he done this and taken on b2, I was going to go and play bishop e5, and then his queen is trapped. Oh, and I couldn't proceed here. I was planning to go queen c2, but I guess I could just go queen e2. No, wait. No, sorry. I was going to take the rook. That's what I was going to do. Yeah. Or just take the queen. Yeah. Talking to myself. Okay, I think I'm going to switch. I kind of want to just do puzzles now, actually, to be honest. I was going to switch to rapid, but I played a few rapid games earlier today, and with nobody in the stream, I might just do puzzles. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, so no rapid tonight. I'm going to jump to puzzlesonchess.com. I've been setting a lot of new personal bests there lately. And I'm just going to transition over there now. Okay. Okay, this should load. And just going to double check my microphone volume. Well, I guess I could check here. Yeah, it seems to be good. So yeah, I'm going to shoot for a new personal best on chess.com puzzles. Looks to be loaded. So I'm going to minimize chat so I don't see any helpful hints. And here we go. Black to move. I'm currently rated 3157. Try for a new personal best here. So rook and pawn endgame. This could be brutal. This could be brutal. Well, let's look at forcing moves, right? Let's look at the check. Let's do it. So the arrows. So e3 check. If he takes the pawn, if he goes king d3, I don't know if I can get away with e2 there. Well, after e2, he could either give me a check on f4, which looks good actually. Yeah, king. Sorry, so e3, king takes d3, e2, king f4 check. Looks bad. So that seems out. At least e2 seems out. So what about e3 check, king d3? And then either rook d3 check or rook f8. I mean, either rook d8 check or rook f8. So e3 check, king takes d3. Let's look at the forcing line first. So rook d8 check. If he steps somewhere on the c file, and then I go e3. That might be enough. e3 check, king d3, rook d6. If he goes to the c file, then e2, I think, is what I was doing. Sorry. Yeah, then e2. Yeah, that should be winning, right? e2. And if he goes rook e4, I just queen. And if he gives me a check, I just go king g. Ooh. Yeah, what if he gives me a check? So king f4. Oh, yeah, king f4, I just go king e3. Yeah, so if d3, king if e3, king takes d3, rook d8 check, king to the c file, e3, and like I don't if rook e4, I just keep pushing the pawn, and if rook f4, I go Wait, am I on e2 yet? Let me look at that again. e3, king takes d3, rook d8, king c file, e3. No, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Yeah, e3. No, wait, that's my first move. Yeah, I am there. I'm already there. So then I go, so, okay. So e3, king takes d3, rook d8, king c file, e2, rook f4, and then I have king e3. That's winning. Okay, so that line's done. Next up is e3, king takes d3, rook d8, and then there's rook d4, but then that's close. Rook d4. I might be able to push there. That's okay. Rook d4. What if I trade first? So rook d4, king takes d4, e2. We're both going to queen. That looks like a draw. Oh, look at that again. e3, king takes d3, rook d4. Or sorry, rook d8. Check. And then rook d4. And if rook takes d4, check, king takes d4, e2, g7, e1 queen, g8 queen. His king is on d4. I'm looking for tricks there. There's no skewers or anything. That seems to be a draw. Okay, so e3, king d3, rook d8, rook d4. I could try e2. If he takes my rook, I check, and it's going to be a very, very tough endgame, but theoretically that's winning. So after e3, king d3, rook d8, rook d4, e2, what else can he do? If he gives me a check... Oh, wait, no, sorry, he can't give me a check. Yeah, so after rook d8 there... Yeah, I think the secret is e2. Hang on, I actually don't promote with check. His king would be on d3. So okay, so e3, king d3, rook d8. Sorry, so e3, king d3, rook d8, rook d4, e2, rook takes d8. And then I queen. That should still be winning though. That should still be winning, but that's a lot of work. Yeah, g7. But I'm not even 100% sure, but that should be winning. Eventually I'll be able to take his rook. I mean his pawn and then his rook. Okay. This is very tough. Yeah. So that seems to be winning. So e3, so that line seems to be winning too. So e3, king d3, rook d8, rook d4, e2 seems to be winning. Okay, what else can he do? e3, king d3, rook. e3, king d3, rook d8 check. That's everything. Oh no, there's one more move. There's king e4, but then I just play e2. That's winning. Okay. Lastly, what if he doesn't take on d3? So e3, let's say king d1, but then I'm just promoting. Then I just go e2. So that's out. That's why it saves it for last. And similarly, if he goes to C file, yeah. So that I'm going to go with that. Here we go. I think I've accounted for everything. Yeah. So here I was going to give the check. Now it's kind of funny that I didn't look at other lines like rook d8 or rook e8. And perhaps I should have, but I think he's just going to run the pawn if I do that, or give me a check. I don't know. It seems like it's not going to work out. So yeah, I'm going to give the check. I already looked at this, so yeah. And then here, this is the secret. We play e2. That's the secret sauce. And he can't do anything except take our rook, and then it's going to be a lot of pain for us here. But this should be a theoretical win. And I got it. I nailed it. Opening up chat. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that because I looked at every single line I needed to, and I've accounted for everything. I had an answer for everything. So I yeah, what else to say? But at the same token, this isn't the best puzzle. So this puzzle was rated 3192. What I don't like about it is this is still a lot of work. And Queen versus Rook is, I put so much effort into studying Queen versus Rook, and that's literally has to be one of the hardest things in chess, period. And I'll never fully learn it. I know like some fundamentals about it, but wow. One of the hardest end games in period is Queen versus Rook. But yeah, this is theoretically it's winning, and we'll have to pick up this pawn first and then hunt the rook, but easier said than done. Even Super GMs messed it up. Magnus has messed it up. Fabi has messed it up multiple times from both sides. So overall, that's a nice little puzzle there. Yeah, so that's a new personal best for me, 3162. Not sure if I should do another one or leave it there. I'm quite happy with my puzzle progress. Maybe I'll do another one. Then I can edit this stream and make it its own video, and it won't, it'll be longer than just a 9-minute video. So I think I will labor over another one. But yeah, I'm really pushing the boundaries with the personal bests on chess.com puzzles. So I've set so many new ones lately. 3162. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. I am going to do, I guess I should have today. I did update the stream title. Yeah. Okay. I am going to minimize chat and do another one. Okay. But yeah, I was very lucid in that one, so I'm quite happy about that. Oh, it says there's an error. Please refresh. And chess.com is down, or no, it thinks I'm a robot. Okay. So here's a new one. I'll just refresh again to make sure it's working properly and check the stream. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Black to move. This looks like it could be super complicated, so I might regret my decision to do another puzzle here. We have no queen. So we have a bishop for a queen, but he also has 2 pawns. So we're down a lot of material here. We're down, yeah, nearly a full queen. So basically we have to give checkmate or win more than a queen. Oh, no, not more than a queen. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe like a queen and a piece. Then we're happy. But we need something major. So if I look at the forcing move first, so rook e1, rook e1, rook e1, king h2. Ooh, then we have, that might be almost winning on the spot, because then we have a windmill. Then we win the queen. I think that might be the solution right there. Rook e1, rook e1, rook e1, king h2, and then bishop. Except he can't escape, so it's not a true windmill. But I could also give check here. Oh, and then there's mate here. If he puts that seems winning too. Yeah, I think one of these is, I think this is the right path. One of these two. But yeah, so rook e1, rook e1, rook e1, king h2, and I was looking at bishop g1, but he does appear to slip out there. So I think it's going to be bishop d5 or bishop d6. I mean. So rook e1, rook e1, rook e1, king h2, bishop d6 check. And it, oh, but then, yeah. Then, okay, then of g3, then we have mate here. Rook h1 mate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And I'm gonna do it without the arrows. It's actually easier for me without the arrows. So rook e1, king h2, and I'm just gonna try to lock in that tabia, the shortcut. Yeah. So after king h2, bishop d5 check. If g3, then rook h1 is mate. I'm just double checking that. Yeah. So g3 is impossible. Then he has to give up the queen. So, and then we have, we're up a piece there. We're up a bishop. Now he does have two connected passers, but I think that's enough for us. I don't think we're doing better than that. So I'm going to go for it. Kind of a quick solution. I could double check things here, but I think that's right. Oh, I did not consider king h2 right away. I assumed he was going to be captured. Now is something I missed. But this shouldn't be too hard to follow up with, but that's funny. I assumed he's going to be captured. I think this is just transposing to it though. Just bishop d6 just transposes to, oh, it doesn't though. Because then he has rook takes h1. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Okay, so bishop d6. He either gives us the queen in where we were just winning there, or else he plays g3. So therefore, he has to play g3. So bishop d6, g3. And the funny thing is, yeah, we don't have this rook h1 resource anymore. I could go rook 8 e2 check. And then after bishop takes e2, play rook takes e2 check, and that's mate. That's the solution. Yeah, so from here, bishop d6 check, g3 is forced, essentially. Then I play rook 8 e2 check. No, he's got a bishop there. No, that's what sorry. Yeah. Then bishop takes e2, then rook takes e2 check, which is mate. Because my bishops cover a1 or h1 and g1. I'm going for it. Oh! I should have verified more, and I really actually hit my head. I don't hit myself like that. And that wasn't for dramatic effect. I was really shocked. I've got chat open now. I thought that's mate. It's not mate. My bishop is on d6. I just moved it. I thought it was still on c5. Shoot. I'm actually quite upset with myself. I rushed it. I rushed it. It might just be the other rook first. And then after takes, he has to come here, and then I have bishop c5 check. And then this is winning, I think. Am I allowed to try again? Like from here? No, okay, that was wrong too. Okay, I just want to quickly see the solution. Yeah, I forgot where my bishop was. So, oh, what? We take that? Oh, this is the actual solution. I don't know if I would have solved the actual solution. Let's see and check. Wait, why did he have to do that? Why is he taking our bishop? Oh, I'm threatening mate there. Whoa. I'm not 100. I don't know if I would have solved that. That's the actual solution. So I'll go to the very beginning. So first of all, I just missed. I assumed he's going to recapture the rook. I totally just forgot that he didn't have to. So that was my first mistake. But then secondly, the solution here is to take his rook, and then here we're threatening mate. We are threatening mate and the bishop. So he gives us a check, and we defend. And then white panics here because we're still threatening mate, and he either loses bishop or he gets mated, I think. Oh no, he can't even. He just can't stop mate. This is actually a really nice puzzle. It's a shame I rushed it a little bit. That's actually a very good puzzle. I did get most of the moves right though, so I did limit how many points I lost on it. Oh, that's a nice puzzle. Okay, I'm actually going to stick around and do another one because I did get it wrong. So my goal now is to gain at least 7 points, preferably 8 points. Yeah, I like that puzzle. Okay, doing another one, minimizing chat. Okay, black to move. Yeah, it's a shame I rushed the end of that one. Jeez. Okay, so we're down a pawn. Opposite colored bishops. Our queen is under attack, but I think this is the answer because if we put his king on a light square, we have this discovery on his queen. But we do give up a rook and a bishop to make that happen, but it's probably worth it. So I think it's going to be check. If he goes to the corner, I think I can just take the bishop. Looks good. Oh wait, but then my rook is hanging. So maybe I take it with the queen. Wait, no, my rook is still hanging. Okay, maybe it's not so simple. Rook h1. My rook is hanging. It might not be rook g2. I really thought it was, but yeah, he's got rook h1. Bugs flying right in my eye. I could try rook takes h2 there, but I guess he just takes it and he's not on a light square anymore. Might not be rook g2. It's king h1. Unless I let him take on h8, because he might get mated, right? Because if I take on f2, he's very close to getting mated. If I let him take on h8 and then I just move my king, let's say to c7, how does he stop mate in 2? That might actually be the solution. Check, king h1, queen f2. I guess he could try something like queen f4. So I'm not sure about that. Queen f4, I might have queen f3. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, he might have queen f4 there. Yeah, it's too bad about that last puzzle. It was such a nice puzzle too. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the arrows. They're distracting. Yeah, rook. Oh, feel like I need to sneeze. So rook g2, king h1. Queen f2, and then he has queen f4. And I'm still not sure about him taking on h8. Like rook g2, king h1, queen f2, queen h8. I was going to go king c7. Yeah, actually, that wouldn't even work. Because he would have queen e5. Yeah, so it looks like rook g2, king h1, queen f2 might not work. Yeah, because, and again, there's just, I think queen f4 stops that. So, And I don't think there's anything else after king h1. Huh. So maybe bishop h3. So let's say he plays queen takes b5. Doesn't seem to work though. If I took with a rook, I think he just goes king h1. And I'm dead there. I should be dead. Now, if I took with a bishop, that's more interesting. But that's complicated too. So then I go bishop g2. And he should have probably at least perpets. Queen f6 check. Yeah, at the very least he has perpets there. So there's no way that works. Bishop h3, queen b5. Yeah, and if I do the forcing line of rook takes g2, he just goes king h1. So there's no way bishop h3 works. Tough. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing that seems to make any sense is rook g2, but that he seems to have an answer for that. I don't know what other ideas we could employ here. Did it play? Yeah, it played the first move. Yeah. I have no idea what the other. This is a tough one. Yeah, I don't know. Rook g2 seemed like the only move. I don't see how. Why would it be anything else? I got to look at it again. I don't see how it could be anything else here. So yeah, but the problem is, yeah, rook g2, king h1. I have a big problem with that. I have great concerns. Should I just be happy and then just play like rook hg8? Maybe. That's kind of lame though. No, but my queen's under attack. Yeah, so yeah, that's why. Yeah, I mean my queen's under attack. Rook g2, king g2. I mean, king h1. Yeah, I don't know. Queen f2, the only thing that makes sense, but queen f2, queen f4 at the least. Wait, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? If queen f4, I've just won a pawn and a bishop. I'd be up a bishop, and he has nothing. He has no follow-ups there. Yeah. So rook g2. I've already succeeded there. Rook g2, king h1, queen f2, queen f4, and I'm up a piece. So I just have to see that if I can survive that. Like if you played rook f1, but I can leave. Yeah, because I can leave via queen takes c2, and then queen goes to g5. So I don't think queen f4 is a problem. And queen e5 would be similar. Although not the same though, because he is hitting my rook. So yeah, so rook g2, king h1, queen f2, queen e5. Yeah, but then I just double up. Yeah. Okay. So I think queen f4 and queen e5 are out. So the other thing you could do is take on h8 check, but then I just go like king c7. Oh no, king c7 I don't like. So I think king b7. And then if he goes queen e5, then I'm down the exchange. And damn, I almost had a solution there. Rook g2, king h1, queen f2, queen h8. Yeah, king b7. And then queen e5. Damn. I'm missing something. Yeah, again, it could just be doubling up in the G file of king h1. Rook g2, king h1, and then rook h, g8. Could just be that. Doesn't seem like enough, though. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get this one. I don't see how it could be any other first move, though. I just don't. It's got to be rook g2, even if I didn't solve it fully. That has to be the first move. Yeah, I'm going to play that as the first move. Nothing else makes any sense. Yeah, so that's the first move. Now, he didn't play king h1. I'll have to circle back to that. I think, because I think I was just going to double up here, but yeah, I wasn't really sure. But that had to have been the first move. So he ended up playing king g2 instead. And probably we play rook g8. Stupid bug still flying around. Whoops. I think I can kill one of them here. Oh, there's a lot. God. So many stupid bugs. Fungus gnats. Okay, so doing that in the middle of the stream. Yeah, so now he's on a light square. That's why I thought he had to play king h1. And now we just play bishop h3. And that should be enough to win. I guess I could try for more than that because it isn't a whole lot, right? It's not, we're only up a bit of material there, but we should be a bit better. But yeah, I could try for more than that. But if I give a rook check, he might just hide back here, and then I could take the bishop technically. But then he can just play rook g1. I guess I have this check. No, I don't. Yeah, but so it kind of seems like we're going to die there. I could come in here, but I don't know. I think we're doing the discovery at this point. I'm very skeptical about this. Very skeptical about that. Yeah, I just don't really believe that. I just don't think it's enough. Yeah. He comes here to defend. I don't know though. That might actually, because I mean we do win a lot. I do wonder about that. But maybe there's a simpler solution. Maybe he just played bishop g3. And then it really doesn't make sense anymore for us. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go bishop h3. Yeah, and we'll take the queen here. Okay, so I solved it, but don't feel fantastic about it. I've got chat open now because I didn't fully have a line prepared against king h1. I was going to relook at that once he played it, but I think white should have played king h1 unless I'm missing a simple solution. So let me look at that here. Okay, so yeah, so king h1. I didn't even look at king f1, but that's mate in 1. That's probably why. Yeah, so king h1. So it is rook takes f2. But then I was not sure what I'm doing after check, king b7, and then this. So what I missed was apparently rook g1. Oh, then we pick up the other rook. So this was the trick. We have to go rook g1 and then check. He has to block with the rook. We pick up the other rook. But yeah, this is complicated though. And then he has to defend again, and then we have bishop d5 picking up the queen. So that's what I missed. Yeah, I looked at this for quite a long time. So yeah, I saw king b7, but then I didn't have a solution after queen d5. But yeah, then you got to look at rook g1, check. So it's very situational. Everything just happens to work out here, and then we have bishop d5. Yeah, so it's not really a theme or anything. It's just very specific to this position. So I missed that, but the computer didn't play king h1. It went for the easier solution for black. He went to a light square, but the puzzle would be so much better had he played king h1. But the computer took this way because this is still a fight. This is still a fight. Yeah, don't love this puzzle so much because like this is -2. It's not overwhelmingly winning. It's winning, but it's not overwhelming. It's still work. Still a lot of work for black. A lot of work. But yeah, I So I got 5 points for that. I didn't make up for the -7. I wonder if I should do another one. Because the second puzzle I did was -7. And this I got 5 points for. I'm going to flip a coin. So I'm having Google flip a coin. So heads, I'll do another one. Oh, wait. Well, actually, hang on. Yeah, it's already is heads. Okay, I'm going to do a fourth one here. Okay, here we go. Really putting in the work tonight. Okay, going to minimize chat. Here we go. Black to move. So we're down a rook. So we basically have to win 2 rooks or a queen. Or give mate. We need something major. Sorry, my nose is so itchy for some reason. Well, there's only looks like one starting move. Like I don't see how it wouldn't be queen h3. I have a hard time imagining why it wouldn't be. So I'm going to very quickly glance for other ideas, but it seems impossible that it wouldn't be queen h3. So yeah, we're going to look at queen h3. King g2 is forced, and then just a rook lift, and that seems pretty good. I don't see how white... Okay, well, the first move, has to be queen h3. So king g2, sorry, king g1, and then probably the rook lift, because I mean, potentially it could be like f4 or something, but probably the rook lift to d6, and we're threatening mate in a couple. How does he deal with it? If queen f1, I just go rook g6. Then it's mate in 2. If he plays... I'm going to do it without the arrows here. So queen h3, king g1, rook d6. I don't know. He would have to move his queen can't do anything. So he would have to try moving the f pawn. So let's say f3. Excuse me. Or f4. Let's say f3. I don't see how that saves him. This seems like a very simple, straightforward continuation. Queen h3, king g1, rook d6, f3, rook g6 check. Although he's fleeing there, but I win the queen. Yeah, that's enough material for me. Then I play rook g2. Okay, so we're gonna play this. I didn't see this. This is another move I missed. I thought he was gonna play f3, and then I was gonna give check, and then after king f2, I was gonna go check here, and that is winning. But yeah, I didn't see this. But we have so many pawns, I can probably just take the rook and be happy. You know, I mean, we're up 3 pawns. Yeah, we're up 3 pawns there. So that has to be winning. But is there better? The only other move I would consider is rook b6, and he has 1 move. So we can certainly look at this, but I'm sure it's just taking the rook on c3. So rook g6, rook g3. The best we could do there is trade, and that doesn't help. So I'm going to take the rook. I don't see how it could be. Actually, yeah. Yeah, we're going to take the rook. Okay. I got it. I'm opening up chat. I got another 5 points for that. So that one was very straightforward. It wasn't like... I forget which it was. I think it was the second puzzle was pretty difficult that I got wrong. Yeah, so I got 2 more correct in a row, and it made up for the one I got wrong. So that's another new personal best now at 31.65. Just checking this. Oh, that's not my rating, but yeah, 31.65. Nice. Pretty happy with that. 2 new personal bests tonight. And I think I did pretty well with the calculations overall. And there were some pretty good puzzles in the mix. I think it was the second one I quite liked that I got wrong. But overall, yeah, the puzzles were not too bad. And yeah, getting closer to 3,200, dare I say. That's definitely going to be it for me today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, stay tuned for my next video, I guess.